Network Entertainment.
Especially with OpenAI just releasing this new thing 2 weeks ago called Sora, where
How do you spell Sora?
Sora.
You can download it for free?
No, it's on a wait list and it's a paid function, but you can literally prompt text to videos. So I can type Chinese looking man with mullet haircut, wearing glasses, flower t-shirt, sitting in a podcast studio, talking to another guest with tattoos.
With tattoos that looks Chinese also.
Okay.
Without glasses. And
Yes.
doesn't have a mullet.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to be detailed, yes.
Yeah.
And it can literally generate a 20-second video.
Mga Immortal, welcome to the Underpaid Podcast. I'm your host, Stanley Chi. Ito ang podcast na pro-employee para sa mga Immortal wherein we talk about work-related topics in a light manner. This is the podcast for the working class. And we're produced by the Pod Network Entertainment. Leave a comment, rate the podcast, subscribe, share nyo sa mga kaibigan ninyo. And kung gusto nyo makita yung video podcast, go to the TPN's YouTube channel and mag-comment kayo ron para naman interactive tayo. Babasahin namin in the future yung mga comments na sinasabi ninyo sa amin. Okay? In this episode, I have a very special guest all the way from Singapore, and he'll be talking about marketing, what's new in marketing this 2024. The one and only Jeremiah Su from the CEO of Superminted from Singapore.
Yay! Yeah. Hello! Mabuhay! I am sobrang excited to be here.
Oh, welcome, Jeremiah, to the Underpaid Podcast.
Yes.
This is your second guesting. The first one was via Zoom during the pandemic.
Yeah. That was not as intimate as this setting right now, Stanley, because I can literally reach out and touch you. But I'm not going to, okay? Because we do not want any harassment comments.
Yeah, we don't want any harassment comments. Okay?
So we're going to keep it PG.
So, what brings you to the Philippines?
Good question. So I was actually here on Monday night, and I arrived on Monday night to host a marketing conference on Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, this marketing conference was organized by an online publication, Marketech APAC, and they have been organizing this specific conference called What's Next in Marketing. And this Manila leg is actually the third in a series. So it kicked off in KL last year, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, right? The second one was actually 2 weeks ago in Singapore.
Okay.
And then this week is actually the third round of this series of What's Next in Marketing. And it will end off the entire season in Indonesia in September or October. Yeah.
Will you be hosting the one in Indonesia?
Well, when I hosted the first conference in Manila last year, which was not part of any series yet, Jovan Barsanias, the CEO and founder of Marketech, was like, "Oh, the audience loves you so much, Jeremiah. So I'm going to book you for the next 5 events." And I was like, "Sure, if my calendar is okay." And yeah, the rest is history. I'll be hosting their Marketech APAC What's Next in Marketing conferences, but they also have branched out into award ceremonies for e-commerce, for other things, and they also recently opened a new publication called UpTech Media, which it talks about everything digital, AI, and things like that lah.
Okay. One of the questions that I wanted to ask you is, do you get paid when you host those marketing summits?
Wow, we're gonna dive right into the juicy details.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay, so my agreement with Jovan is that I won't get paid. I will get underpaid.
You're underpaid?
I won't get paid to host the events, but they will pay for my flights, my lodging, and give me like a meal allowance or entertainment allowance per diem every day. Now, I agreed to that because firstly, Jovan is a good friend and he's very connected, and whatever he's doing with his company started out as underpaid.
Okay.
But now they are slowly moving into being paid.
So it's like you're sacrificing the present for the future.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Jovan Filipino?
Yeah, he is.
Okay,
he
so
is.
he's the one organizing all these marketing events.
Yeah.
And you invited speakers from different countries, and the guests are all Filipinos?
No. So it depends. Usually they will get guests who reside in a country. So for the Singapore leg, there were speakers from Australia, England, Malaysia, Philippines, but because they're already based in Singapore. Now, for the one that just happened 2 days ago, there were people from mainly Philippines, but there were also people who came from, I think the furthest I know of was Australia,
Oh.
right? But there was also this guy called Alex Crouch who's English. So regionally, they represent different brands within APEC. Whether or not they're based in Philippines or they were flown down, it's beyond me lah. But
Okay.
it was a very, very good mix of diverse people.
So if you attended the Philippines version of the marketing summit, will you be listening to the same thing when you're in Indonesia or in other countries?
No, man.
It's all different.
Yes, different. Okay, maybe the topics is similar, right? AI, marketing, influencer marketing, all of that. But the difference is that each location, each country has its different cultures, nuances, activities, treatments, and also activations. What makes sense in Philippines might not make sense in Singapore and Indonesia. So the sharing insights and inspirations is definitely different.
So it's very local.
Yeah. It's quite local. I would
So,
say it's local with possible global implications and understandings lah. Yeah.
So I'm sure that since you're the host, you also learn a lot from all these conferences.
Exactly, bro.
And
And
that's
that's why
the-
I'm doing it underpaid.
You're
okay?
doing it for free because you also own an advertising agency in Singapore, which is
Yes.
Superminted.
Yes. Okay, plug out, shout out to my friends, and colleagues back in Singapore, Superminted. I run a brand management agency based in Singapore with roots in Shanghai. And we do a lot of campaigns, marketing, videos, and also brand activations for people like, should I name drop?
Yeah, you can
I
name
should, huh?
drop some of your clients.
Okay, I'll name drop my retainers. Okay, so we have Sadia, which is a Brazilian brand that exports chicken products, frozen chicken, pre-cooked chicken. Also Rolls Royce, APEC, and Japan. We manage their socials and we do a lot of reels for them. And Siemens Group,
Yeah.
which
okay.
does like electronics, infrastructure,
Oh.
health.
Oh, the Siemens. Oh, yeah. Siemens Group. I was thinking of a different,
Okay, it is spelled Siemens, but it's pronounced Siemens in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So get your mind out of the gutter. But I mean, these are just some brands that we work with. But to bring it back to why I do this for free for Marketech, it's really because of the connections and the network. Because as a host, I get to eavesdrop, I get to be part of a lot of conversations and get to know people in high standing positions.
Yeah, you-
Like possibly the founder of SM Malls,
There's,
head of
there was a representative from Go Time Bank.
yes, Go Time Bank,
Yeah.
Mr. Raymond. Yes. People like that, which in my normal day-to-day routines, I probably won't have the opportunity or platform to either meet them or have a conversation with
Okay.
them.
So
yeah.
one of the tips for the employees that are listening to the podcast is that you join conferences to network, not
Yes.
only to learn new things.
Yes.
And if you get to know them personally, it's easier if you want to apply or to jump ship to another company, right?
Stanley has got it exactly right, my friends.
See?
No, for real. Because, right, maybe, okay, the people who are speaking, they will get their teams down, whether is it the marketing team, branding team, or even the operations team, right? So you can always mix with those people. But the other delegates would be, when I was hosting the Singapore League, I was very, very surprised when people from Electrolux was in the audience.
Yeah.
People from Razer, right? Which is very diverse, even though they are retail B2C. One is in electronics and then another is in gaming. And then in this Philippines conference itself, I met a lot of people from Mega World, right? They were trying to sell me properties and ask me to rent. Okay, and I was just like, okay. And Union Bank and even Malayan insurance. And you can tell, right, that those are very different industries, right? If you put yourself out there as an underpaid employee,
But you don't tell them that you're underpaid.
I mean, you have to be paid, right?
Yeah, you have to be paid.
You get your marketing director to sponsor you to go for these events, right? And then you utilize this seat that you are given to not only learn from the speakers or the panelists, but also network with people in your table or surrounding. When it's lunch or tea time, just go up to 5 random people and be like, hey, hi, I'm Jeremiah from Superminted. So start off the conversation with, how did you like, the CMO from Home Credit Swiss, right? And she talked about ABC. Or what did you like about Danielle from Food Panda, right? When she was talking about activations. You start this conversation and then you slowly slip in like, oh, by the way, here's my name card.
Yeah, my name card. And is it okay if I email my CV?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Exactly.
So that's one way to get pirated by a different company, right?
Yeah.
So after all those networkings, what's new in marketing this 2024?
Oh, okay. So in 2022, 2023, it was all about the C word.
Oh, what type of C word is that? And you're holding it like that. It
No.
must be that. It must be that big, huh?
Yeah.
What's the C word? Content
Crypto.
creation?
No.
Crypto. Crypto. Oh, crypto. I thought content creation.
Yes, okay. That is one other C word, but crypto, okay. It was the talk of town. Blockchain,
Yeah.
NFTs.
Do you trust the crypto and the blockchain NFTs? Do you trust it?
Whoa, bro, this is a whole different podcast, man, to talk about that.
All different episode, right? But
yeah,
just yes or no, would you trust something that you can't touch, you can't see? Well, you can see the NFTs, right?
Yeah.
But you can't touch it. You're not sure about it. Or will you invest money in NFTs and crypto?
Short answer, yes. Only because I do have investments in different cryptos and NFTs. In the long run, I do see the use case and applications, but then I feel it is still ahead of its time.
Okay.
Yeah, ahead of its time.
Okay.
But coming back to moving past the C word, okay? I'm not holding anything. This is the letter C, okay? Stanley, god damn. I think what's next in marketing is really AI.
Okay.
Oh, everybody's talking about AI, Gen AI, generative artificial intelligence.
ChatGPT.
That's just the beginning.
The basic.
Now it has evolved so much. But Stanley, did you know AI was already around 10 years ago?
Oh. 10 years ago.
Clearly the answer is no. Yeah. With machine learning, with platforms like Google, with Yahoo not so much because they're no longer relevant.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, Wikipedia, and even Apple. What they've been doing is collecting data and then using that data, inputting it into a machine learning platform to regurgitate and vomit out campaigns or even deals or even algorithms that are personalized to you, Stanley.
So the AI can do that.
Yes, it is just a different name. Same, but different.
Okay.
Right? Back then it was called ML. Now it's called AI.
AI. Oh.
But really, in terms of what's
ML
next?
is a different term here in the Philippines.
Oh, what is?
Mobile Legends.
Oh. Okay, also can, right? Mobile Legends or machine learning, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, what's next in marketing is really utilizing AI, not to replace, but to reinforce current processes that people are already using. Whether is it admin, whether is it logistics, whether it's the mundane tasks of literally calendar setting, AI can already replace that function, right? But from a creative point of view, now, if you are from the creative industry, okay, my dear underpaid brothers and sisters, AI has so much fascinating outputs, especially with Open AI just releasing this new thing 2 weeks ago called Sora, where
How do you spell Sora?
Sora.
You can download it for free.
No, it's on a wait list and it's a paid function, but you can literally prompt text to videos. So I can type Chinese looking man with mullet haircut, wearing glasses, flower t-shirt, sitting in a podcast studio, talking to another guest with tattoos.
With tattoos that looks Chinese also.
Okay.
Without glasses. And
Yes.
doesn't have a mullet.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to be detailed, yes.
Yeah.
And it can literally generate a 20-second video.
Hi, he's Chico Garcia.
And he's Gino Killiamore.
We're the hosts of Only Fun
In our podcast, we explore the boundaries of our pleasure.
and test the limits of our pain
It's business in the front.
and party in the rear. Wait, what? Wait, we talk about shows that we watch that might, be entertaining for everyone else, right?
Yep, that's what I said. Check out our podcast. New episodes out Wednesdays and Fridays.
No drama, only fun.
Wow.
Right. And if you have seen, okay, go and Google or TikTok this, right? People are actually putting out videos of Sora and its outputs. And it's mind-blasting, man, for me. Because then I can literally create storyboards or proposals that are moving visuals as opposed to just illustrations or images.
So do you think it will replace the humans in the creative industry?
Bro, it is already replaced so many people
Yeah.
in terms of illustrators, animators, but it's not perfect. It's not a perfect
Yeah.
system, right? You still need that human intervention or human input to make your final outputs impactful and make sense. How I've used it in my own case studies, right, is that first I go to ChatGPT,
Yeah.
type, give him my prompts and then come out with a structure or a skeleton flow of my idea.
Yeah. Of the storyboard
Exactly.
or whatever.
Right? Video format lah.
Yeah.
And then I bring this script, chunk it up into small little bite-sized pieces and put it into Midjourney. Right? And then from Midjourney, I have a set of images. I then bring it into Runway ML to actually animate these images. Now that was my current process. But with Sora, this 3-step process can now be combined to one. Where you just ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, and then it will create a set of videos for you. So you don't need illustrators anymore. You don't even need script writers. You don't need a lot of functions.
Yeah, if you're too lazy, just ask your virtual assistant to do it for you. If you're too lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it needs tweaks because it's still different when it's a human who did the
Yes.
the
yes,
story
yes.
the storyboards. For example, when you use Chat GPT, it's just a guide. You don't
Yep.
use it entirely.
Yep.
You still have to think, is the title that or the taglines that Chat GPT suggested, is it really fit?
Yep.
Does it fit my brand or not?
Correct.
Huh?
But
So-
the amazing thing, right, is that ChatGPT as a language processing unit and platform is constantly learning. ML, again, not
Yeah.
Mobile Legends, but machine learning is becoming more and more human every day, which is also very scary because if you integrate, right, these technologies of ChatGPT into, let's say, a chatbot,
Yeah.
you'll feel like you're actually conversing with a real human. And that was something that we discussed during the What's Next in Marketing. Because some people who talk to GoTime, talk to Union Digital, even talk to Foodpanda,
Yeah.
they think that they're talking to a human.
Ah.
But behind the scenes, it's a goddamn robot. It's an AI that's actually replying to them, so much so that it feels human.
Okay, so to the employees that are listening, this is a warning for you guys.
Warning!
Yeah, when you chat with women online, especially in OnlyFans, you have to make sure that it's a real human. Right?
Friends, that is a business opportunity.
Yeah.
Why I say that? Because with ChatGPT, language module processing, right? And also with Midjourney or any form of visualization, a lot of companies are actually creating AI influencers. Same with there was one company during the conference that actually used an AI influencer, and it is so real life and realistic that it can come across as creepy.
This similar to what Japan did before. Japan or I think
the
Korea.
robot?
No, an online influencer.
Many brands and organizations are already doing it. Why?
Yeah.
Because it's cheaper,
Yeah.
right? I don't have to pay a human a day rate or loading fee,
Yeah.
right? For royalties.
And you can ask them to do anything you want.
Yes, yes, right? And secondly, you can ask them to do anything you want. And thirdly, you can literally ask your VA, your executive, to just come up with prompts. You don't have to work with an agency like us.
Yeah.
Which is both terrifying and also exciting at the same time.
Yeah. So it's also cheaper. Huh? So that's what's
is.
new in marketing. What are the marketing strategies that are the trend right now?
Well, cheaper, yes, that's one thing. But when it comes to strategies, right, I believe that it is a lot on consumer personalization or hyper personalization. Okay. Give you an example. With AI in China, they have created what we call grief bots. Grief bots is when you actually input data of a loved one or someone who has passed on. Their characteristics, their tone of voice, what they like, what they dislike, their motivations, inspirations, aspirations, failures, successes, everything about their life. And then this chatbot would then take on the personification of this person that has passed on, and you can have a conversation with them.
Oh, that's kind of creepy, huh?
That is literally an episode in Black Mirror.
Yeah, you don't need an Ouija board to talk to the dead. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
See?
It's scary, but I mean, okay. To me, it kind of crosses the line of ethics, AI ethics, because you are creating and manifesting a person, right?
Yeah.
Even though, yes, it might help you get over your grief, but where's the line drawn? How much time do you chat with this person until you move on? Or do you latch on to this AI and then do crazy things, you know? Because they are machine learning, right?
Yeah.
And that's just a use case study of things that people are doing in terms of AI strategies for hyper personalization.
Wow.
And it's scary. It's super, super scary. You know?
I'm excited if you put in your personality and then the AI will suggest which products you need.
Bro, it's already happening.
It's already
dude.
happening?
Yes. Okay, another example. I'm just trying to remember all of the information that was shared in this conference because it's really a lot.
Get out of my sight.
Okay.
Should I have said that? Maybe
Yeah, it's
let's
okay.
take
It's
that.
okay. We can bleep it. The brand names.
Okay, so this carbonated drink brand. Okay.
Yeah. With the letter P.
Fuck. Okay, yes. Okay. How they have utilized AI is gathering first-party data. Now, underpaid friends, first-party data is basically when you give consent, right, to the rights to your data. Whatever you do, the sites that you serve,
so
the things that you buy.
The reason why you get different text messages because some companies sell the data.
Yeah.
Huh?
Correct, right? Which is first-party data is different from third-party data.
Well, third party is different. In relationships, you don't like third parties, right?
Well, I mean, if you swing that way, then okay, right? But third-party data is when companies collect information based on your cookies. Okay, this one is very technical.
Yeah.
But then because of privacy laws that have emerged in recent times, a lot of companies no longer have legality and the rights to third-party data. So everything now is first-party. That's why if you visit some sites, they always have a bar. Like when I visited, was it your site or something similar? They asked me, how much data do you want to give away? Is it the functional cookies, marketing cookies? Then you have the option to click, or don't give or decline, right? I always decline. But wow, we're going very, very far off right now. Okay, the P company, right? The carbonated drink brand starting with P. What they did is to use first party data, feed it to the AI machine, right?
Okay.
Feed it to AI to generate what your interest could be, which is also what we call predictive AI, right? Based on your consuming patterns of certain drinks, right? And where you've been, what you've been doing, who you've been interacting with, they will then recommend drinks you can drink the next time you go for a certain activity, or maybe when you go to a certain place. It'll recommend, maybe don't take this carbonated drink, take this other drink that we also offer.
Because it's not available anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Things like that.
It tastes the same.
It,
Starts with letter C. If you don't like
Crypto.
letter P,
well, I mean, letter C and P, if you think
Yeah.
about it,
yeah, well,
it can also represent different things, okay, Stanley?
you don't take the letter P, you take the letter C, coffee.
Yeah, coffee.
It has caffeine, right? Both have
Exactly.
caffeine.
Exactly.
It's not carbonated, it's not letter C, but it has caffeine. Yeah.
Stanley is exactly right, my friends.
See? So let's go back to letter P.
Personalization.
Yeah.
Right? So that is kind of like one of the use case studies of hyper personalization, which, like I said before, it can go either way. The benefits of it is that when you are lazy, it can feed you everything you want to receive. But then if you veer all the way to the extreme other end, which is the negative, okay, people who have been using AI for personal gain, they can either deepfake, steal your identity, create videos that besmirch your reputation, or do things. I can literally take your face and then create a video and then, hi, I'm Stanley and I love C.
Caffeine. Coffee.
And whatever C word you want, okay? I can even say, hey, hi, I'm Stanley and I love to eat like 50 bananas a day. Because I love my iron and my potassium. Right? And then people will think you're monkey.
Yeah. That's kind of derogatory to the monkeys. The monkeys might get offended.
They might get offended, right? Yeah, and
because
then you'll
everyone
get
gets-
cancelled. Another C word.
Yeah.
So it really boils down to the kind of objective you have and what you want to do with AI.
Okay. So how will the employees use this knowledge so that they would be able to apply to different companies?
Very good. So in the past, right, when blockchain was a thing, people started creating job titles or even new job functions like crypto engineer or like NFT designer. Same thing with AI. Become an AI consultant. Go and learn everything about AI, right? And there's a very, very good newsletter that I subscribe to. Not a paid
Not a
shout
paid
out,
advertisement.
yeah, but this EDM or newsletter is called The Neuron. Okay, and The Neuron actually weekly shares a lot of happenings, a lot of information, and a lot of developments in AI, which is great. You just need to keep yourself informed because then you would already be one step ahead and further from all the other underpaid employees who are just happy with the status quo.
Oh, so at least you can include AI consultant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or AI enthusiast or AI amateur learner.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? But if let's say I, as an employee, want to further my career, I can actually use AI to take over certain functions in my day-to-day. Right? Like sending out CVs, get an AI to write it for you and send it out for you, automated. Right? Things like that. It's pretty amazing.
A bit creepy also.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
things go either way. It can
Yeah.
be creepy or it can be magnificent.
so that's what the Terminator movie taught us. Skynet.
Ay, not only Terminator, iRobot,
Yeah.
Bionic Man, all of these movies, it is no longer fiction. It is now literally, okay, not literally, it is now like a documentary. People 50 years from now will watch back and be like, oh wow, Terminator, that's a very, very good documentary. If time travel is possible, I don't know.
well,
I don't know.
Back to the Future.
Oh yeah, Back to the Future 4 is
So
coming
can
out.
the employees put BBC?
Please define what is BBC, okay, Stanley?
Big blockchain fan.
Yeah, also okay, BBCF, right? Big blockchain
BBC fan, huh?
Yeah, BBC fan.
And then what's BBC? Big Black Coffee.
Wow. Yeah. Also can,
Huh?
Stanley.
So if you want to have coffee with us and in the future episodes, always subscribe to the Underpaid podcast.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you very much, Jeremiah, for the wisdom and knowledge that you shared in this episode.
I'm just a messenger, friends.
Oh.
I'm just vomiting out whatever I have consumed and absorbed. But yeah, it's been a pleasure talking to you, Stanley, about BBC and P and C and all the other terminologies.
Yeah, you learn a lot here in this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So where do the people find you on social media? Because I know you're also a trainer from the NAS Academy.
Yes. I'm best friends with Nosaya Nasin. Yeah, who runs NAS Daily. Yeah, we are like BFFs, you know.
Yeah. They always have BBCs together. Big Black Coffee.
I don't know how to respond to that, but if anybody wants to reach out, I'm very, very active on LinkedIn. You can find me Jeremiah Su. That is SU. Or I'm on every single social platform you can think of at the Jeremiah Su. And I talk about things like branding, marketing, basically BDSM. I talk a lot about BDSM.
BDSM.
Yeah, business
Branding.
development, sales and marketing.
Oh, no. Business development, sales, and marketing. That's a good term, huh?
Yeah.
It's a good acronym.
It is. My team, I always call them my BDSM team.
Oh.
Whips and chains excite us, but sales keeps us going.
Yeah.
Pew, 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 pew.
I thought it's the money.
Yeah, sales equals to money.
Yeah, it's all about the money.
Yeah, it's
In
all about the
marketing.
money,
Okay.
man.
Thank you very much, Jeremiah Su from Superminted, Singapore. There you have it, guys. Ang dami niyong natutunan sa episode na to. Please like and subscribe, share to your friends, mga kaopisina ninyo, to your boss, and syempre, follow us on our socials. So there you have it for Jeremiah Su. I'm your host, Stanley Chi, and this is the Underpaid Podcast.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.